Hey guys, it's IlonkaSims here, and I am back with another build. So as you can see, we are in San Myshuno. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. I still don't quite know. And we are building on a penthouse lot. So basically, I was thinking I want to do some more loft builds, some like studio loft builds, because they are kind of fun. And I ended up going with one that has like several, like actually two, not several, but only two. Um, that has two of these studios, and it's on a penthouse because I don't know why really. I was looking around in my world in my save file that has only my builds in it, and I didn't have a proper place to build it, and it was really frustrating. And then suddenly this idea just popped in my head of having basically what we have here, having kind of a green space that is a penthouse lot, but that has some studios on there. There was supposed to be more than two, but I could only fit those two in properly. It's not the biggest penthouse lot, I think. I think it's relatively small for a penthouse lot. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. Initially, I kind of wanted to go with a modern style because I didn't want to do the industrial style that I've done with another loft build before. But considering the lot and the area we're in, it's the only thing that really fit for my kind of for the style that we have around here. So I figured let's just keep it with the style that we have here, and maybe I'll do another loft build on penthouses or something soon. Um, that will be in like the fashion district or something. I think the fashion district has a penthouse. I think so. It should have. Um, and then we can do something that's really modern instead of what we have here. Um, but basically, the idea is just that I don't know. It's just two studio lofts. I assume like if you want to play with this, it's probably because you have two single sims or two couples that are friends with each other, or sort of friends, or maybe they're enemies and you want to make something really funny happen in your game. I don't know. But the idea was just that we have this lot, and you don't need people that know each other too well, but you can still play with them at the same time, I guess. I don't know. It's just my best idea for what I had for this. Um, but yeah, the build isn't huge, as you can see. It's just fairly small. And for this first one, it's very, very much industrial and a lot of dark colors. I'd ask people like, "Hey, what do you want to see?" And someone was like, "Use dark colors." I'm like, "Okay, I can do dark colors." So this is a fairly dark apartment. The other one, which I'll do like way at the end, will be a lot lighter and a lot more modern than this one on the inside, which isn't a bad thing. It's interesting. It looks like the other one's been modernized or something. I don't know. But yeah, this one is a very dark one, very much an industrial one. Now I've stuck to like blues and purples. I don't know why. It just worked at some point somehow. Trying to make this living room area work, even though it's absolutely tiny. Um, and then I put a desk and a bookcase right over here on the side because I could, I suppose. um, Mostly because I could. Um, I don't know. I felt like having a desk in there would be a good idea. Initially, I thought about like, okay, I think this is the art district, or is it the culinary district? I don't even know. Like this is some district, right? And I was thinking like, oh, maybe we should put like an easel and stuff in. But I think I forgot. So instead, we just have a desk with a PC. If you put Sims in here, if you want to play with this, go ahead, customize it to what your Sims need because I don't really know. Maybe you're going to put like gamers in here. That that's my best guess. This is something else you can put in here. Although I think the journalism career might also be mostly with like PCs. I don't know. I haven't actually played The Sims in so long that I haven't had a chance to play any of the careers that came with city living. Um, or toddlers. I haven't played with toddlers either. That those came out some point. after I played the last time. Um, but yeah, basically this is a fairly. It's just I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. But yeah, there's a PC. You can edit it if you want something else in your house. Just figuring out where to put things in the kitchen. I have to move those lights because right now they're kind of hanging from nothing. They're like literally hanging in the air for no reason other than they can. Um, Putting some decorations around the place. I wanted to put something behind the TV there, but I couldn't figure out what fit properly. So I ended up not putting anything behind the TV. Um, but it wasn't my plan, but it didn't work too well. Then we did the bathroom. It's nothing too special about it, I don't think. We stuck with a lot of these items from this fitness pack, the latest pack. I tried to somehow slightly keep it industrial, but it doesn't really work too well. And we matched the wallpaper to the shower because that's pretty cute, I think. Put in a toilet. I think I put in the one from Spa Day in a bit. But yeah, there's not too much to it. It's a fairly simple bathroom. It's not too big, so I couldn't do anything really special with it. But it was big enough that I could put in both a shower and a tub, which is kind of nice. A bathtub, a bath. I don't know what would you call it? Just a bath, I guess. But yeah, I put those in, and that's it. There's nothing more in the bathroom. But we go upstairs. We put in the bedroom area. It's not really a room, so, but you know what I mean. I put in the city living bed. It's not the most industrial bed, but I like it. And I put in the one that looks all used up because I don't know, it worked the best for the style that I was going with. Trying to figure out what I could put up here. Trying out lots of different things, the paintings, and as you could see before, I had the light up there, which it was okay, but it wasn't great. I think I stick with this one that we have up there now. It's very much black up here, but that's the best I could do in terms of ideas. I have this mirror there, but I end up deleting it because it's kind of in the way. And we put one over here with our not actually functioning wardrobe. But it's cute. I've done this before in a build, and it works very well, I think, for an industrial build. But yeah, I figured I should have something up there as well. I put in the star, but I didn't think the star really fit. And then we put in that mirror instead, and I figured, you know what? We don't need that other mirror, so instead we put in some of these skateboard thingies. Yeah. I don't know how else to put it other than skateboard thingies. Messing around with some ideas here for these tiny balconies, but the slats didn't work too well. I think I ended up putting one, like, on there, yes, which I think is kind of nice, but other than that, that's it. Putting a plant in there. And then doing some of the landscaping outside that I started with. So, as I said, I kind of wanted it to be really green. So obviously we need some green on the walls, so we need some plants, and I do end up fixing up the green on the walls. Right now it's very simple, basic, kind of blah. It gets better, I promise. But for now, I guess I'm doing some like outdoor furnishing, sort of. Using some of these lanterns, which are really cute, and I'm putting in these wall dividers from no, not Spa Day, from Dine Out. I can remember old packs, I promise. But yeah, these are from Dine Out, and I just wanted it to kind of block off the area from there, because that's like a big street with lots of houses and stuff, and I figured maybe you wanna, block off this area with the pool. So yeah, that's what I did. The other side I'm not too fussed about because it's just like a little square with, well, not a little, it's a fairly large square, but it has a nice fountain and stuff, so that's something you might still want to see properly, unlike the other side. So the other side was kind of blocked off, and yeah, the square is like, that's okay. And over here we have a greenhouse, which I guess might have been obvious before already, but it's more obvious now. I remember to put in lots of these decorations that I never use, even if I do like gardening stuff in there. Um, but yeah, it's just the thing. Like, again, I wanted to go with something that was very green and all that, so a tiny greenhouse up there I thought would be nice. Um, and then just putting in some places and things so that you can sit around. I was looking at this at some point and I went, it's not quite as green as I wanted it to be. So I started putting some more hedges around, including on here, which kind of worked really nicely. And then I started putting more of these things on the walls, and I realized, wait, why am I only using this one type? We have all these different types of like wall ivy kind of things, and so many different colors that we can make this look so much better than it does at the moment. So I started doing that. I paused for a second there, no idea why, but it happened. I must have been talking to someone. I think I was watching a stream actually while recording this last bit. Last bit, I mean like the last half of the build. I did that all in one go. I wasn't supposed to build for as long as I did, but I got carried away. It happens. But yeah, this is also where I realized, you know what, if I really want to make this look more green, we need some trees. And I never am quite sure what I think about having trees on penthouse lots. Like, I like them because it helps make it look more green if I wanted to, but at the same time, in real life, would you really have a tree on top of a building? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, how would that work? Would it even work? I don't know. Like, maybe like a smaller tree and a planter, sure, but like these really big trees, I don't know. But luckily this isn't real life and it's The Sims, so we can just do this and be like, I like the way it looks, so let's stick with it. And putting in some of these, I don't know, stone slabs that I guess make like a pathway. I think that's what they're supposed to be for, at least. That's what I always use them for, I should say. But yeah, I like it. It helped finish off this little area that we have. I considered putting them in the greenhouse, but it looked a little bit strange, so I didn't. And then just going around with some more plants and color to finish off the gardening. I don't put too many rocks in there like I might usually do, and spray paint is not a thing on penthouse lots, so I couldn't really do that either. But it worked. That's, I guess, the most important thing. I put the finishing touches in the first video, and then we start here with the second. And I think already, just looking at the kitchen cabinets, you can see this is going to be a fair bit lighter than the one we have already done at this point. And I wanted to use these shelves because I like them. And I did the same thing as I did for like my apartment build that I did like last week, I think, if you're watching this when it comes out. I kind of used these shelves and only showed the bottom one where you have some, I don't know, it looks like tins of pasta or something. I don't know. It has some cooking ingredients in there. They work. It's great. I just like having them kind of stick out from one of the cabinets. It looked so good, and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna stick with it. Initially, I didn't want to put in cabinets, but then I realized, you know what? It's a tiny kitchen. It's a tiny studio. You might want more, some more storage space, and who knows what you put in kitchen cabinets. You could put anything in there that you feel like putting in there, I suppose. Doesn't necessarily have to be kitchen stuff. But yeah, I figured more storage is not a bad idea. And again, I figured we should put in a bookshelf and a desk over here. I like having the bookshelf over there and then the desk next to it. but I don't think if I left it like that, the people would have been able to use the stairs, so I have to move them around. You'll see in a second that I put in a chair and I go, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. So I moved it around and I think it works. We grabbed the shelves from the fitness pack to match with the bookshelf, sort of. Not quite, but sort of. But already you can see that this build is so much more modern and colorful and light than the other build, the other studio. I know, I assume like this would, if you have like a single sim in here, I'd probably say this is like a female sim. I'd probably say this is only just a female sim. I don't imagine many men would be happy living in an apartment quite this colorful and all that. And this is where my brother interrupted me. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I don't think many men would be living in this apartment. I personally wouldn't be happy living in something quite this colorful, and I think it's fairly girly, let's face it. But yeah, I personally wouldn't be happy with it, so I imagine not many men or even male sims would be happy living in here either. I'm just doing some decorating here on the shelves. Did I put something on this second shelf? I don't know anymore. I remember I put a mirror over there. I tried something with another mirror, which didn't work too well. It was too tiny. I like it, but it's too small. That's kind of what my problem was with that mirror. Did I put something on there? I should have, right? I did, I think. Did I put that? Yeah, I think I put that on there. It's a very colorful kind of painting. And then using one of these really big lights, I think this one came from Get to Work up there. Put it in this really bright pink color that kind of matches the couch. I didn't want to. I would have preferred like a green color that we have in the carpet, but they don't have that color in there, so I went with the bright pink instead. It's times like these I really miss. I really miss having creative style, I suppose. But yes, also the bathroom is a lot more light, but other than that, it's pretty much the same kind of items and things in here. Because bathrooms are just so kind of blur. I don't even know how to make it look much more interesting, other than I put in a different mirror, kind of, and I put in some green stuff on the wall to match this little, I don't know, bath mat that came with. Did it come with Parenthood? I think so. But yeah, I just put that in and I figured, you know what, let's put in some green space. Then I changed the color of the wall because all the white walls were driving me crazy. I don't like white walls. So I made one of them this kind of sky blue, but not quite as bright blue as that kind of color. Put a little lotus flower on there because they're really cute. And then I was up here and I wanted to use the same carpet because it's a really nice size, but at the same time it wasn't working too well. Messing around with different beds and wanted the colors to look nice, and I ended up going with this one because all the other ones I didn't like too much. Put some side tables there. Did I put a thingy over there? I think I put a couch over there instead of the kind of thing that I would usually have because the colors just weren't working the way I wanted them to. And then I put a carpet in here. I was looking at this one from the base game, and then I decided to go with this one instead from the backyard stuff pack, I think it is. And I'm still confused because I cannot imagine having a carpet in a backyard, like on a patio or anything, so I don't know why that came with the pack, but it's kind of a nice carpet, and the size of it is really good, and there's only 2 carpets in the entire game that have that size, which is really confusing. But yeah, I put that in. Put in some plants over there with the dresser, and then a painting on the wall, really big, really colorful to match the rest of the apartment. And I think that's it, basically. Putting some lights outside, that's it. I promise that will be it. I remember to put in lights, and here we are in the screenshots. So yeah, as always, if you want to download this, there will be a link in the description. If you want to see me do a modern one in the fashion district, please let me know down in the comments. And that's it, so I will talk to you next time. Bye guys!